As usual, the first thing that we do before we start trying to exploit or find any vulnerabilities, we do information gathering. So we try to gather as much information as possible about the target. And web applications are no different. So we're going to start by trying to get as much information as we can about the target IP address, the domain name info, the technologies used on the website, so what programming language is used, what kind of server is installed on it, what kind of database is being used. We're going to gather information about the company, the DNS records, and we'll also see if we can find any files that are not being listed or any subdomains that are not visible to other people. So the first thing that we're going to have a look on is Whois Lookup. Whois Lookup is a protocol that's used to find owners of internet resources. For example, a server, an IP address, or a domain. So we're actually not hacking or doing anything. We're literally just retrieving info from a database that contains information about owners of stuff on the internet. So, for example, when you sign up for a domain name, if you wanted to register a domain name for yourself, for example, zaid.com, when I do that, I have to supply information about myself, my address, and then the name will be stored in my own name, and people can see that Zaid owns this domain name. So this is all we're going to do. If you Google Whois Lookup, you'll see a lot of websites providing this service. So I'm using whois.domaintools.com, and I'm just going to put my target domain name, and I'm just going to use isecurity.org. So as you can see, very simple, and we get a lot of information about our target website. You'll see the email that you can use to contact the domain name info. Usually you'll be able to see the address of the company that has registered this domain name, but we can see that this company is using privacy on their domain, so you can't really see the address. But if they're not using privacy, you'll be able to see their address and more information about the actual company. You can see when the domain name was created. You can see the IP address of isecurity.org. So if you ping this, you should get this IP address, and I'll show you. If I do ping isecurity.org, you'll see it's the same domain name here, same IP address here, sorry. You can see the IP location. We can see the status, obviously it's active. You can also access the history, but you need to register for that. And obviously we can see the title here. And something that's very useful here, we can see that it's using Apache web server. So this is a software that can be used as a web server. And we can see that iSecurity uses this web server, and it's of version 2.2.31. So again, we can use this to find exploits. We can see that it's using Unix, the operating system of the website, of the server, and it's using the following add-ons as well. It's using mod SSL and OpenSSL. Now right here, you can find more information about the company who registered this domain. So again, iSecurity is using privacy, so you won't be able to see the address. You can see that it's saying that the target person is using privacy protection. But usually you'll be able to see phone numbers and addresses of that company. So as you can see, very simple stuff, but it's very helpful in the long run just to know what's your target, what's their IP, what services are they using. We can also here, actually I didn't show you, you can see the name servers that are being used, and we can see that they are provided by a company called dimnoff.net. Now if you go on Dimnoff, you'll see that this is a hosting company. So if we go on the English version, you'll see that this is a hosting company. And again, you can even use this hosting company and try to social engineer your way maybe into hacking into your target, into iSecurity.